How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. So we have the first DLC build here for you. I am sure it is going to be first of many. So looking at the equipment here, we have the Flowerstone Gavel. Ash of War for this can charge a lightning strike. The Dragon Hunter's Great Katana, charge up a big wave for that one. Dragon Communion Seal to cast our incantations. This one gave me the highest scaling, so you might be different. And then the Gravelstone Seal for offhand boosts. Boost Dragon Cult incantations, which is what we're going to be primarily using. We have the Priestess Heart. This is used to turn into dragon form. You get this after defeating Bale. So with this, you can change into it, and then you can use the item again for boosting the Dragon Cult incantations, which is what we're primarily using here. We're using Shard of Alexander, and both Ashes of War of our weapons have charged versions of the skills, so Godfrey Icon, really a no-brainer here. Lightning Scorpion Charm and Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman, and that is to offset some of the damage mitigation. Obviously, you're not wearing any armor, and you turn into a dragon, so your damage mitigation is lower than normal. Some of these talismans you could switch out for others, kind of like Flock's Talisman, just kind of based on the situation that you're going to be in. Where you're fighting regular enemies or bosses. Also, you could do something like the Blue Feather Talisman, the Crusade Talisman. Yeah, it's really up to you. Just kind of flex spots here. So in the mixed physic, actually, I didn't put these in for the video. I was doing something else with the physic, but you could probably use like lightning, the lightning shrouding, and probably the charge attacks. Like I said, if you wanted to use the blue feather talisman, you could run a lighter equip load and take off, both of your weapons. Use a lighter weapon. With the spells we're going to be using in this build, it's going to kind of be a high arcane requirement. So we're using Golden Vow, Bestial Vitality, Flame Grant Me Strength, Electro Charge, which is pretty cool, Frozen Lightning Spear, Ancient Dragon's Lightning Strike, and the big Molly Whopper, Bale's Lightning. So this has a 53 arcane requirement. So with this build, you're going to be doing a pretty high arcane requirement. Um, so might as well get some weapons in there if you want that have a good arcane scaling. Just to kind of level set here, I know there's going to be people scoffing at my near 400th level, but honestly, that was before the DLC. Some people did that. Maybe that view has changed since the DLC is clapping everybody. But anyway, with this build, we are basically with the gavel using the charged weapon art or the Ash of War. That's going to weaken the target's lightning resistance. So leading off a battle with that, and then you're gonna use your buffs and do your lightning spells, and you're gonna see tons of damage here. Now, I like testing on this flower because it has a good amount of health, and as you'll see in the footage here, with Bale's Flame Lightning, got 4,400 damage out of that. Now, the flower has, I don't know, has weird hitboxes. I did this a couple times, and I think I saw as high, with all my buffs, I saw as high as like 6,500 damage. So, I like testing on this flower because this thing has enough health to withstand some huge hits. So, it's good for testing, but it is weird, like I said, it has some weird hitboxes. Like I said, it is a risk reward build because you're kind of a glass cannon essentially. Your damage mitigation is so low that you got to be careful. Honestly, going around and fighting stuff, I fought a couple bosses, like field bosses and stuff like that with it, and it honestly didn't seem too terrible. Um, in some instances, like I was taking a lot of damage with like the golems and the forges, but I mean those guys hit extremely hard anyway. They hit like a freight train. So honestly, like it didn't feel that bad. I didn't try it against a major boss, a major story boss in the DLC. which would obviously, I think, probably not work out too well. But going around and going through the world was extremely fun with this build. I never utilized a dragon type build in Dark Souls, so doing this was a lot of fun. So anyway, that is about it for the build here. Like I said, many more to come. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and stay tuned to the channel for more tips, tricks, builds, and everything Elden Ring. Stay tuned. More coming at you. Take care.